the Beatrix slider from Layer Cake. Designed and made by Mike Haddad. I got this on the secondary because these are kind of hard to find. Mike, pretty sure this is not his full-time job making Beatrix sliders. He also makes beads. I'm pretty sure it's just a side kind of hobby fun thing. So they're hard to find because you can really only get them when he's made a few of them, and then he does a sign-up sale on his Facebook group called Layer Cake. So I got this on the secondary. I got this from a guy named Jason Bovey. Big shout out to him. If you're into buying these fidgets and stuff, and you're doing it on Facebook groups like I am, vouch to Jason Bovey. There's a joke that he lives at the post office because he mails stuff so quickly. So thanks, Jason. So I held off making a little review of this one because I wanted to try one. I wanted to try one bad because, I'd heard a lot of good things. And I guess when I got it, I went, okay, yeah, that's what I expected. But it didn't wow me like other people, like it wows other people. And, well, I guess I should say that one part did wow me, and it wowed me how I thought it would. And then the other part didn't. So the part that did wow me was, this is carbon fiber, okay? This is made of all carbon fiber and then, sunk in magnets. And they're strong magnets. Like, these have got to be N52s. I can't, figure out the depth of them, but I'm pretty sure they're 1/4 inch diameter, and they're probably about an 1/8 inch thick. Pretty standard. So the part that wowed me was this ASMR effect. So the people that get these, they tend to like that. And the people who don't like that sound of carbon fiber rubbing on carbon fiber tend to not get them. And I agree with that. If you don't like that sound, just don't get one. I have heard of Mike now shipping these with a bit of slide tape, so you can decide whether or not you want that sound. But me personally, I think that kind of defeats the entire purpose of having one of these things. I think you are getting it to have that sound, because this is not really like your typical kind of slider in terms of like doing laddering and stuff like that. You can, but you have to get used to doing that. Like, this is me, when I first did this, I would probably do that. It'd get down, and then you go like this, and it go like to there. So you have to learn that there's this different sort of pressure you have to flick. You have to get this flick to get the laddering going. But it's very satisfying when you do, because this is competency. And then there it goes. And then that'll happen sometimes too, if you could do the flick too hard. So because of these strong magnets and the very lightweight nature of the carbon fiber, it doesn't really want to go down on the first go. But as you can see, I'm making it work. I got used to it and figured it out. And then there's this is like one of the most satisfying moves for this thing, because you're getting that sound of that carbon fiber swooshing. So if you can get that, it's great. But this is the part that you don't get it for. You don't really get it, in my opinion, for clicks. If you want to do your 3 clicks down, you're going to get maybe the first one, and then it dies off. That is simply because the magnet spacing, I guess that'd be vertically, up and down, is too close. So you're getting a click on the first one, mainly because the body, there's not too much of the body contacting each other at that point. So when it goes to that first one, there's still a bit of, it's able to jump and kind of smack still on each other. But then when it gets down to the other ones, it's just the magnets are too strong and the spacing is too close for there to be kind of any sort of like reaction of it like snapping and making a noise. So if you look at other fidget sliders, you'll notice all of them that they have a wider magnet spacing from magnet to magnet on the vertical. It's all about the same on the horizontal way, but that's the main reason that you're not getting a lot of sound that way. So that could be remedied by making it, you know, slightly longer and making the spacing basically the same horizontally as it is vertically. But that's just the choice of this thing. You know, it is not the biggest one in the world. I'll measure it really quickly for you. It's pretty standard. So thickness, do this in inches today. Sorry, imperial. So thickness together, it's about 1/2 inch. Ooh, length, 1 3/4. And then width, pretty much exactly an inch. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 3/4 long. Then the weight, let me get a box to, magnets are so strong on this, I definitely am gonna need a bit of a buffer to put in between so that the magnets don't suck down into the internals of the scale. So 27 grams. So this thing is like, it's on par with the weight of like any resin sliders that you've had and stuff like that. There is not a lot to this thing. And that's fine, that's for what it is, right? I have seen these made in multiple other materials, but for the most part, it's all of this camel carbon that just has this amazing shimmer. And it's all coming from a website called Camo Carbon, I believe. He gets all of his carbon fiber from there. And they make some of the most gorgeous stuff, I believe, all in the United States. And yeah, this is like the toxic green one or something like that. I can't quite remember. But their favorite one of mine would be the 80s, I think it's the 80s retro or the retro camel carbon or something like that. Oh, it's just amazing. It's got this hot pink that runs through it. I really, really want it. I still to this day want to use some camo carbon, like that retro stuff, to make like the inlay for like a wrapped or something like that. But that is, ooh, there it goes again. Caught it though. That is neither here nor there. So anyway, there you go. It's not entirely my thing, just because it's, you know, mainly all about that. But someone who wants that, you could just sit there for hours and just have that subtle sound. I want to say that the mic is like probably accentuating this a little bit, but it's still pretty like noticeable. Like someone would be able to hear this from across the room. Definitely. If there wasn't too much other noise going on. If you were just like laying there on the couch and then, you know, someone else was in the living room, like sitting on the other side of the living room or something like that, they could hear this, right? Anyway, there you go. That is a Beatrix slider in camo carbon from Layer Cake, designed and made by Mike Haddad. All right. Just wanted to get that one on video and my thoughts on it. There you go. Okay, well, have a good one, nerds.